I think especially Caitlin Clark, and I'm a huge fan, and I never say that, but I think it's fun what she's doing. When it comes to viewership, man, I think a lot of people have a lot to learn about our league, but I think that's a really fun thing. And if you have really anything negative to say about all the viewership and everything that this rookie class is doing, I just think that you're not capitalizing on it, and you might be a little jealous. So for me, I'm all for it. I'm about it. I love all this.
Sophie Cunningham has officially teamed up with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever, forming the electrifying duo fans have been craving. And let's be clear, Spicy Sophie isn't holding back when it comes to standing up for Clark against critics, unlike the player the Fever traded away to get her. That's right, Nalissa Smith's toxic energy finally caught up with her. She's out, packed up, and shipped off like last season's regrets. From locker room friction to blatant disrespect, Smith, along with her partner in pettiness, Dijonai Carrington, seemed more invested in stirring drama than elevating their game. Well, guess what? They've both been sent to Dallas. Now, the real question is, was this pure karma at play, or is there even more drama brewing beneath the surface? Let's dive in.
Everybody hate Caitlin Clark, and do you hate Caitlin Clark? Come on, talk
dude.
to me.
Absolutely not. I think that she's a gem. I didn't know her, but All-Star Weekend, we kind of bantered back and forth a little bit. And she's lovely. She has a lot of pressure on her shoulders. And I think a lot of people always have a lot to say with people they don't even know or shoes they've never been in. And for me, I think she's handling the pressure very well. She's doing a lot of great things for women's basketball. And I'm a fan. Like, I would love to play with her one day.
Sophie Cunningham has never hidden her desire to play alongside Caitlin Clark. She's long admired Clark's game, respected her relentless work ethic, and understood that when you have a generational talent, you elevate her, not tear her down. Now, that vision has become reality. Sophie is officially an Indiana Fever player, and fans couldn't be more excited. But what makes this move even sweeter? The Fever didn't just gain the right player, they dropped the wrong one. That's right, Nalissa Smith is out. The same player who couldn't even fake having Caitlin's back on the court. The same Smith whose negativity, locker room drama, and self-serving attitude weighed the team down like an anchor on a sinking ship.
Is that it might not be from you, but like what is it feels it's not hate, but is it jealousy? Is it envy? Is it just like, what is it?
Yeah, I see both sides. I'm not an extremist in any way. Yeah. And so I like to see both sides of each party. I think when you have older people in the league, they work their tails off and they didn't get the recognition. They don't get paid millions of dollars before they even step on the court. You know what I mean? And for them, it's all about, okay, well, what are your stats? What are you doing for the actual game, like while you're playing?
Yeah.
And then for
Sophie Cunningham isn't just a great player. She's the kind of teammate every team wants. She's passionate, selfless, and, most importantly, she respects Caitlin Clark. Sophie understands that Clark isn't just another player. She's the future of the WNBA. Smart players recognize that and adjust accordingly, unlike Nalissa Smith, who seemed more focused on petty antics than actually playing the game. Fans saw it, the organization saw it, and now the Fever have made their smartest move yet, cutting ties with Smith.
Folks, we are free from Nalissa Smith. Nalissa Smith, no longer on the Indiana Fever. Kelly Krauskopf came in and said,
Nalissa Smith is officially out of Indiana, and let's be real, it was long overdue. When Kelly Krauskopf took charge, she took one look and said, yeah, this isn't working, Smith wasn't just a bad fit on the court. She was a toxic presence off of it. Her energy loomed over the team like a storm cloud, casting a shadow on practices, games, and the locker room. The chemistry was off whenever she was around, and no matter how you spin it, that kind of negativity takes a toll. She didn't respect Caitlin Clark, and it showed, whether it was her lazy defense, the eye rolls, or her refusal to step up when it counted. Now, the Fever can finally move forward, free of the dead weight.
Smith is confused as to why Indiana Fever fans don't want her on their team. And it's really not that hard to understand, Nalissa. Let me tell you why. We don't even need to take into account any of your social media outbursts. We don't need to take into account any of your subtweets. We don't need to take into account any of your drama chasing antics off the court. We don't need to take into account your passive aggressive ways. You're removing the Indiana Fever one day in your bio, adding them in the next day in your bio, tweeting other people's tweets. We don't even need to take into account all the unnecessary drama and garbage that you add to this team when it comes off the court. All we really need to do is sit back and watch you on the court. It's really not that hard of a
Meanwhile, Sophie Cunningham has been nothing but a supportive, team-first player, the kind of teammate who lifts others up rather than dragging them down. She's openly praised Caitlin Clark's game, recognizing her talent and embracing the opportunity to play alongside her. Nalissa Smith, on the other hand, couldn't even pretend to care. She wouldn't defend Clark, wouldn't step up as a true teammate, and certainly didn't play like someone committed to winning. Her priorities were clear, and now she's facing the consequences.
Amazing for women's basketball. This is amazing for women's sports in general. You have so many people, so many new and fresh eyes on our sport that maybe they're a little uneducated and maybe they kind of stir the pot a little bit. And so I get that, but for that class to come in.
The Fever are finally moving forward with a roster that actually makes sense. A team built on chemistry, respect, and a winning mentality. No more drama, no more dead weight. As for Nalissa Smith and Dejanai Carrington, well, let's just say they've got plenty of time to reflect on where it all went wrong. The Indiana Fever finally woke up and realized what fans have been saying all along. Asterisk, Nalissa Smith was the problem, asterisk. The energy was off, the chemistry was non-existent, and the vibe, pure negativity. But that's all in the past now because Sophie Cunningham has arrived, and she's exactly what this team needed. She's not just a tough, skilled player, she's a leader. The kind of teammate who lifts others up, brings intensity to the court, and respects the game. And the best part, she wanted to play with Caitlin Clark. Now she gets to. It's like the basketball.
Ow! Oh, I'm sorry. You poked me in the eye. Good. You an 8-year-old. You did.
I did not poke you.
Did you do it on purpose?
I did not poke you in your eyes.
Did you do it on purpose?
I had the knee. That was my reflex.
It looked like
Big news, another signing just happened. Sophie Cunningham was just acquired to the Indiana Fever. By the Indiana Fever. Oh my goodness. Within 2 hours. And guess who was gone? Nalissa Smith is gone.
Nalissa Smith is now playing on the same team as Dejanai Carrington. For the first time since their Baylor days, they are playing on the same team. And even a couple of months ago, Dejanai was being asked about the potential of the two of them playing together, and she literally said, and she's like, "Oh, that's not going to happen. Because Connecticut aren't going to, because I'm not, basically said, I'm not leaving Connecticut, and Indiana aren't going to trade you." Turns out both of them got traded. And both of them got traded to the same team, the Dallas.
Cunningham is not going to put up with the hate and the bullying Caitlin Clark has been receiving throughout the WNBA, because we know last year that was a big target for Caitlin Clark, was to get an enforcer. And like I keep telling y'all, Kelly Cristobal is not messing.
Alexa Filippo, hopefully I'm pronouncing her name properly. She is the one who's been breaking all this news. She tweeted, 6-time All-Star and WNBA champ Joanna Bonner is signing with the Indiana Fever by re-signing Kelsey Mitchell, trading for Sophie Cunningham, and signing experienced vets Bonner and Natasha Howard. The Fever have catapulted into the title conversation, and I couldn't agree with her.
Yeah, obviously got me pretty good in the eye. I don't think it affected me. Honestly, I felt like I got good shots. They just didn't go that.
Have already got a replacement. Literally, the Dallas Wings have already got have already signed the replacement for Nalissa Smith. They signed Maisha Hines-Allen. And not only that, they're paying Maisha Hines-Allen near.
Oh, anyway, Nalissa Smith is joining her teammate and her girlfriend, Dejanai Carrington. Of course, Dejanai poked out the eyeball, damn near, of Caitlin Clark last.
Also, if you guys remember back at WNBA All-Star, there was this clip that was going viral where Sophie like grabbed Caitlin and was like, hey, do you want to come to Phoenix? And she has been very vocal in the media that she loves Caitlin Clark's game and she would love to play with her at some point. And so I just feel like she is going to be a great fit
to get title contentions. And I'm telling you right now, the Indiana Fever is definitely contenders. Even ESPN themselves is starting to believe that. Rebecca Lobo ways.
Sophie Cunningham is a good player. She can shoot the three. She can 3-and-D it. She's pretty good on defense. She's fast. I think the Fever are looking for like the